Alright, what's up everybody? Brian here, and this is my WWE Survivor Series and NXT TakeOver predictions video. I thought I'd put both my NXT TakeOver wargames predictions and Survivor Series predictions all in one video. So let's get started. Of course, we start off with NXT TakeOver wargames that takes place tomorrow night on the WWE Network. 4 matches in all. Of course, the one of the big matches taking place tomorrow night at NXT TakeOver is the War Games match that will see the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong taking on War Raiders, NXT North American Champion Ricochet, and United Kingdom Champion Pete Dunne. Now, this one, I predict that the team of War Raiders, Pete Dunne, and Ricochet will walk out with the W tomorrow night. So that's my official prediction. I'm just going to run through the matches and give my predictions in this real quick video. NXT Championship will be decided as Tommaso Ciampa defends against Velveteen Dream. This is a huge opportunity for Velveteen. Will he be able to get it done? I'm sorry to say, I don't think he will. I think Tommaso Ciampa will once again remain NXT champion tomorrow night. Shayna Baszler, she defends her NXT Women's Championship against Kairi Sane in a 2 out of 3 falls match. This one, I think Shayna retains her title as well. Nothing against Kairi Sane, but I think Shayna will remain NXT Women's Champion tomorrow night. And then, of course, a grudge match of sorts between Aleister Black and Johnny Gargano. This one, I think that Aleister Black walks out victorious tomorrow night as well, as a bit gaining revenge on Johnny Gargano for what's been transpiring over the last couple of weeks and everything. So now we move on to Survivor Series Sunday on the WWE Network on pay-per-view or wherever people will watch this show. A lot of Raw versus SmackDown matches, so let's get right into that. We have, of course, Champion versus Champion, Universal Champion versus WWE Champion, Brock Lesnar, the Universal Champion of Monday Night Raw, taking on the brand new WWE Champion, Daniel Bryan, who won the championship this past Tuesday night on SmackDown Live. This one, I'm going to go with Brock. I think Brock walks out with the W, walks out victorious Sunday at Survivor Series over Daniel Bryan. Nothing against Daniel Bryan. I think he'll give it his all, but I think Brock will be too powerful and too strong and will walk out victorious. We have another Raw versus SmackDown match. It will be the Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey, taking on SmackDown's Charlotte Flair, subbing for the injured Becky Lynch. This one I'm not going to make a prediction for because this one is a toss-up of which way WWE goes with this one. Who will walk out with the victory? Do they continue Ronda's winning ways, or do they have Charlotte Flair end Ronda Rousey's undefeated streak so far in WWE? So we'll have to wait and see. We have another Raw versus SmackDown Champion versus Champion matchup. It is going to be the Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins, representing Raw, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura, the United States Champion, representing SmackDown Live. This one, I think Nakamura wins, but I do think that it's going to be because of Seth Rollins getting distracted by Dean Ambrose. I think Ambrose gets involved and costs Rollins the match. That's my prediction for that one. I think Nakamura walks out with the W Sunday. I do think it'll probably be a good match, a match worth checking out. I do think that, but it is what it is. Another champion versus champion match. It'll be SmackDown's Tag Team Champions, The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro, taking on Raw's Tag Team Champions, AOP. This one I give to AOP. I think AOP will walk out with the W Sunday over The Bar. This one I think will be really a real physical match between two powerhouse tag teams. So, but the AOP are my predictions to win. Now we move on to the three traditional Survivor Series matches. But before I do, the Cruiserweight Championship will be decided as Buddy Murphy defends against Mustafa Ali. As much as I want to see Mustafa Ali win this one, I think Buddy Murphy retains the championship. That's my prediction for that. So let's get that out of get that match out of the way. Now for the traditional Survivor Series matches, Raw versus SmackDown. We have the first one involves the tag teams. This one will be taking place on the kickoff show. Representing Team Raw will be, of course, the captains, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. They will be joined by the Revival, the B Team, the Ascension, and Lucha House Party. 2 out of the 3 members of that trio, it'll be either of Lince Dorado, Kalisto, and Grand Metalik. I'm sorry guys if I keep looking down. I actually had to print out the match card for this event. They'll be taking on Team SmackDown of the team captains, the Usos. The Usos will be joined by, sorry about that, will be joined by the New Day, 2 out of the 3 members of that group. Sanity, 2 members of that group. What else? Gallows and Anderson, and the Colognes. Now, this one, I'm going to say Team SmackDown wins, just because I think, in my opinion, I think SmackDown has the better tag team division now. So that's my official prediction. I think that Team SmackDown, the Usos, and company will walk out victorious. I'm not going to make a prediction of who the sole survivors are going to be. I don't really look at that very much. I just look at who I think, which team or which brand is going to win that one. So I'm going with Team SmackDown for that one. The men's Survivor Series traditional elimination match, Raw versus SmackDown. Team Raw will have Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Bobby Lashley. Of course, Baron Corbin, who made himself team captain, as well as Lio Rush, will be in the corner. They're going to be taking on Team SmackDown, represented by Miz, Shane McMahon, Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy. This one, I hate to say it, but you have Strowman, Lashley, McIntyre, Ziggler, and Balor on one side, and then you have nothing against Miz, Shane McMahon, Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe, or Jeff Hardy, but I'm going with Team Raw on this one. I'm going to say the Team Raw wins that particular Survivor Series elimination match. And then, as far as the women are concerned, it's going to be 5-on-5, Raw versus SmackDown. Team Raw will be represented by Mickie James, Nia Jax, Tamina, Natalya, and Ruby Riott. they're going to be and they are going to have Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan in their corner, taking on Team SmackDown, represented by Carmella, Naomi, Sonya Deville, Asuka, and a to-be-announced partner. Now, who that fifth person turns out to be, or who that fifth woman turns out to be, still remains a question that will be answered Sunday night at Survivor Series. Who will it be? We'll have to wait and see. As far as picking a winner in that one, I don't know. You know, I wanted to say Team Raw, but it depends on who that fifth person is. That fifth woman is on Team SmackDown. I'm going to go with Team SmackDown. I think that element of surprise and not knowing who that fifth person is going to be will work to their advantage, and I think Team SmackDown walks out with the victory Sunday as far as the women's elimination match is concerned. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it as far as the matches are concerned. For both events, there'll be 12 matches in all, 4 on NXT Takeover wargames tomorrow night, and 8 on Survivor Series. As far as the kickoff and the main show itself. So, with that being said, I personally will not be watching either event. I have some things that have come up. I might be able to check out Takeover wargames tomorrow, but I know for sure I will not be watching Survivor Series on Sunday because I have to go to work the next morning. I work the graveyard shift, so I have to be to work early. So that's preventing me from watching Survivor Series Sunday. So hopefully I'll be able to check out Takeover wargames tomorrow night. But if not, I thought I'd make my quick predictions for that show as well as Survivor Series. So with that in mind, if you guys are planning on watching either event, either Takeover wargames or Survivor Series on Sunday, let me know what you guys think is going to happen in the comments below. Who do you guys see walking out with victories at either event? So with that in mind, this has been my predictions for both NXT TakeOver wargames and Survivor Series. As always, I am Brian, and thank you for watching.